Senate in the same way that Kevin McCarthy's goal is to retake the House. They're taking two very different ways of doing that, though, because for McConnell, he doesn't want to continue relitigating 2020. But if you go to a Trump rally, that is basically all the former president does. So it's going to become a problem for Republicans. It already is a problem for Republicans. Liz Cheney trying to remind them the foundation of democracy here was very much at stake on January 6th.
A lot of questions about accountability and consequences. Ali Vitali, thank you so much this morning.
Now, the desperate operation to free 17 kidnapped missionaries in Haiti continues. And this morning, we're learning more about the families at the center of this crisis. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us now from Miami. He's been following this story. Sam, good morning. What's the latest here? What have we learned?
Yeah, Savannah, Vicky, good morning. Good to be with you. We now know that a Michigan couple and their 5 children were all abducted, guys, with the exception of a father who is now waiting to learn the fate of his family. The gang that took them is demanding a $17 million ransom, but FBI experts say that is money that should not be paid.
In this western Michigan neighborhood, they're praying for a family whose pastor says they visited Kenya and third world countries, but never Haiti until now.
We have a heart for people, and they were there because of that reason, because it's a very disadvantaged area, and our denomination is very quick to reach out and help.
A church member says the family of 7, 2 parents and 5 kids, all under 18 except for one, knew the risks, but went to the Caribbean country anyway to see how they could help. Now all of them kidnapped except for the father.
I would say they're very genuine. They are loving people. They had a heart for missions.
Now, they're part of a group of 17 people kidnapped by a local gang demanding a $17 million ransom for their release, first reported by the Wall Street Journal.
We don't want to give these individuals money because this will further fuel their criminal enterprise.
Former FBI Special Agent in Charge Tim Gallagher says conditions in this case are working against the gang members.
The bad guys who took these kids, they require a lot of resources to keep them healthy.
Haiti has been upended by a lack of food, medicine, and any semblance of structure. Dr. Margaret Degas, who works at this hospital in Port-au-Prince, calls it a gangland.
Every level of the society, even the kids of people that sell things along the streets, okay, they are being kidnapped. So the situation has never been as bad as it is.
If you don't pay a ransom, what happens to the hostages?
Oh, very often the people are killed. It's a question of life or death.
And with respect to the ransom request, it is U.S. government policy not to pay in cases like this. But, guys, that does not prevent families or others from putting up the money if they have it. But obviously, that is a whole lot of money. Back to you.
Absolutely. Sam, thank you so much. Now it's time for a check on your morning news now weather, which means that Bill Cairns joins us. Hi, Bill. Good morning.
All right, who's ready to do a little bit of learning on a Wednesday? I know you guys want to pay close attention.
Does this come with a quiz, though?
And learn about no quiz.
Okay,
maybe tomorrow.
All right, then I'm ready.
So we're gonna learn about atmospheric rivers. Okay,
Great.
Atmospheric rivers. What is that? So yes, exactly. These are the events that give the West Coast huge rainfall events. And sometimes they go all the way from Hawaii to the West Coast. So this is above. This is where the jets fly. Usually all the humid air shown in yellow is where, that's where all the tropical air is. But occasionally some of it gets drawn up to the West Coast. And we call these atmospheric rivers. And as I mentioned, these are usually big rainfall events. So we have one ongoing now. You see that narrow ribbon of the green in there. So this is a moderate rain event that's happening now. But the one this weekend is going to be stronger. You can see the yellow and the green extending across the Pacific there. That one could bring us some significant flooding, and that'll come in as we head towards the maybe Saturday night and mostly on Sunday. And there is a climate connection to this. Atmospheric rivers are expected to become more common as we warm our planet. So here's the one today. It's not a huge ordeal, but you can see the rain that's in California, some snow at the highest of elevations. That is all great news. But when we add it together with the one we're expecting this weekend, we could get up to 10 inches in the mountains, especially. All those areas of yellow are at least 3 inches. We have 18 large fires still burning. 8 of them are in California. And so this will put a lot of those fires out. So that's fantastic news. But we do have to worry about those burn scars from the fires earlier this year. And because of that, we could get some debris flows and some mudslides this upcoming weekend. So the forecast for today, I didn't mention the east a lot. That's because it's gorgeous. Get outside and enjoy lunch today. 70s all the way up through New England.
Love to hear that. And it's Wednesday.